And we're live on California Pickin from my laundry room. What's going on, guys? How's it going, everybody? I'll wait for some people to get in the room. Got a little Pickin haul for you today. A couple things to show you. No big deal, but some cool things. Thought you might like that. If not, go check out one of my other 825 videos, 50 videos, I don't know. I've lost track by now, but hey, thanks for that like there, whoever that is. Chime in and let me know who you are, where you're from. What is up, Vegas Ghost Girls? How's it going out there? Patty Uric fam. Hello, Patty. How's it going? Let me put on my glasses. Hold on. Investigations, yeah, great. Have you been doing any investigations? Paranormal stuff? Let me know in the comments. We plan to do some pretty soon. Some great stuff planned for 2018, guys. So 7 people in the room here. Got some things to show you. It's Friday, guys, and I don't know, I'm cracking my first beer. It's not true 2 brews with Drew, but maybe it's a 1 brew with Drew. Cool, Vegas. What is up, Anthony? Yeah. Anthony, USMC. Thank you for your service. What up? What up? How do you pronounce your name? Pajoyan. Pajoyan, how are you? Nice to see you today. Hope you guys are getting ready for a good weekend of some sort. Got a few things I want to show you. Let's see how to turn the camera around here. That should do it. Okay, we're getting a little light in here at the end of the day. But I got 4 items to show you guys. Not a jackpot, but some interesting stuff. Let's check out this thing first here. I always like to buy these industrial fans. They're just so cool, and if you can find them in the old ones. This one's an interesting one. It's got these little scoops on the blades. I don't think I've seen that before. So if you can find these old vintage heavy steel kind of fans, especially the ones with the copper blades, those are the ones that are older and do really well. But I'm going to turn this thing on for you. It makes a little bit of noise, but let's check it out. Hold on. I just spit on the screen, sorry. Let's check this out and see if this baby works. It's working, guys. Makes a little bit of noise. I think I'm going to hit it with some WD-40. But it's making some pretty good wind. Maybe you can hear that in the microphone. I don't know. But pretty cool find. I think it's 2-speed, but maybe the 1-speed doesn't work. It's not working. Or I got to click and then nothing. But anyway, I want to show you the side of it because it's really very atomic 50s era. Look at that. Very streamlined. Okay, white lithium grease. Oh, let's see. So I just love that back part right here. This bullet-like thing right here houses the motor, and it's just got these great ribs on there. Very streamlined. Very cool. I just think it's great. Anyways, the price was right. They had $10 on it, guys. Let me see if I can... Sorry, I keep turning up the volume accidentally. I don't know. But it says $10 there. I didn't pay that. I paid $5, half of $10 for this. Pretty cool. And you got to watch out because this thing will cut your finger off because it's metal. I probably shouldn't even be sticking my finger in there while it's plugged in. But that is crazy cheap. You are right, Anthony. It's just, What a deal. So I'd say, you know, I've sold these before. Now, the only downside of this is it's rather heavy. And so if you're selling on eBay, you're going to have to charge more for shipping. But that's what she said. Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit more in shipping, and that's the only drawback with this. But it's in perfect condition. I'm surprised there's no markings on it like General Electric. I would expect that to be General Electric or Philco or one of these older companies, but I do not see any markings on this, which is very strange. Let me show you the bottom, show you how old it is, because it's all rusted. Look at that. It's all old and rusted. Somebody put a piece of felt on the bottom, which is cool. It won't scratch your desk or whatever. And it does have these old wires, that's problematic. It's a fabric wrapped wire, but you can actually rewire these so that they have a new cord and they're electronically safe and all that. Kind of a hassle, but you can tell that it's old with that fabric cord. That's 1950s, or maybe even, this could even go back farther than that, into the 40s. Just don't know. See, they usually had a plastic nameplate in the middle of the blades. Yeah, probably fell off. Let me unplug it first. I don't want to have a catastrophe on camera. Knowing me, I would slice my finger off. Usually you're right. Absolutely you're right. But in this case, it's not, because it got this sort of bullet shape in the front. So if they wanted something to stick to this, they would have made this part flat. So, you know, I'm thinking maybe that could be military. Like, stuff that was sold to the military didn't have names on it a lot of times. And maybe there was something across here, but I don't see any ways to attach it. But maybe the General Electric logo or what have you, the name would have been on a piece of metal and it would have wrapped this piece and it came off. Maybe you're right. I do not know. But next is a piece of Waterford crystal, and the sun is, and it's making it look really great. Look at that. Waterford crystal paperweight in the shape of a number 1. And for all you guys that don't know, Waterford is a Irish crystal maker, probably one of the best. Waterford crystal, just been known for decades, going way back, and they make a lot of cut glass crystal goblets, so you can see those, but you have to kind of know what to look for. And there's a little, what they use is a little mark. Let's see if I can find it. It's right there. And it's going to be hard to see on this phone, but see it right there at the top of the base, right here where my finger is, right there, you can see the logo of Waterford. And it's usually in like a very hard to see, almost what would you call that? What's the word? Screened, like not holographic, but it's in there and you can see it. It's just not etched directly into the glass. It's actually inside the glass, I believe, which is interesting. And I'll tell you a little story about this one, guys. Well, I have to do a follow-up story, but I'm at this little antique store and I see a guy there that I've done business with before, and he has 6 plates in his hands. And I asked him what did he have, and he showed me these plates, and they were from an artist, Ferdinand Léger, French post-impressionist, contemporary of Pablo Picasso. He's very well known in France. Anyways, these 6 plates had his images on them. Each one of the images, as an artist, he did 6 different versions of this plate, and he got them for like $1 a piece. And we went outside and looked at it on the phone, and it turns out there's only 2 of them on eBay, 2 examples of 2 different plates, and he has 6 of them. And these people wanted $325 a piece. And I got to the store basically 30 seconds or a minute too late, or I would have had these plates. But the reason I'm telling you this story is that we go out to his car, and he opened his trunk, and he says he has this paperweight. Would I like to buy it? And he was like, oh, I just want $7. And then I was like, well, I got so much stuff. And he goes, how about $5? I go, okay. So I bought this Waterford piece of crystal in lieu of finding what he found, which 6 plates. Let's say he just gets $200 a piece on those Ferdinand Leger plates. You can look them up. They're by a company called Apilco, Apilco, and they're on eBay right now. 2 of them for $325 each. And I got to the thrift store. You know, you guys are hearing me about all these victories that I have, but sometimes I have these disasters like that, and I see the guy walking out with him. And anyways, he's a nice guy. He's sold me stuff before, so I don't really mind. But man, that was a tough day yesterday. I had to come home and have a drink just because I blew, at the very least, $1,200 for a $5, $6 investment. Now that's serious money. But anyways, I went out to his trunk of his car, and he threw me this little guy for $5. Waterford. They're selling from anywhere between, I think the low is $24 on that, and it goes all the way up to $90. So there's no chips, which is good. Always feel this crystal for chips, because glass people hate chips. But probably quadruple money on that minimum. But the story behind it was just brutal, guys. I'll have to do a follow-up, maybe show you those plates on a on another type of video. But man, that's one of the biggest things I've ever lost, right in front of my nose. And in the same shop just recently, a lady came in, and I was there, and she picked out this poster that was a poster of the San Francisco bathhouses, or the public pool house. She got a poster that was mounted on cardboard. It was a big thing, and I was right there 30 seconds too late again. And it really killed me when they told me the price. $10 she paid for that. Oh my God. But yeah. So, yeah, the reason why those plates are so expensive is Ferdinand Leger is a very famous French artist from the early part of the 20th century, a contemporary of Picasso. And that's the reason why those plates are $300 a piece. Now, let's say, like I said, maybe that's the asking price, $300 a piece. Maybe he doesn't get, the other people were asking $325. Maybe he doesn't get $300. Maybe he just gets $200. 6 plates, and he's got the whole set. I would probably sell the whole set and get more for them. Anyway, moving on to this interesting object. This is not anything crazy valuable or anything, but I just thought it was very interesting and sort of worthwhile to pick up. I don't know. Let me see if I can show you any closer. This phone camera is not too good. Sorry about that, but this is a copper bell. Very old copper bell. There's the hole for the string. And what was so interesting was that it's hard to tell, but do you see how it's got patterns on it? There's a bird, and it's all etched into this bell. And it's got a Greek key there at the bottom around the rim. That's called a Greek key. Sorry, it's kind of in and out, but this is just a very interesting little thing, and just had to pick it up. It was $2. I think I paid $1 for that, and I'll probably put a string through that and make that bell ring again. Not bad, you know, just something interesting. And our last item today is a really cool, large charger, ceramic plate charger. Now, you might ask, well, what makes it a charger, Drew? Well, anything over, I believe anything over 10.5 inches is considered a charger. 11, 12 inches usually considered a charger. And what a charger is the plate, when you used to set up a formal place setting, the large charger would go on the first would be on the on your dining table, and then your 10-inch dinner plate would go on top. And I don't really know why that was. Maybe you spilled outside and the bigger plate caught it. Anyway, the chargers, this is a decorative charger, so this was never meant to be eaten off of, just strictly for decorative purposes. Sorry, let me get that out of the way. And we're sponsored by Coors Light today, guys. Coors Light. When you want to have a good drink of beer, drink Coors Light. Not too many calories or carbs. But let's take a look at the back, guys. Let me just do this very gently with one hand. Get the stand out of the way. Let's take a look at this. God, I've been on here 16 minutes? That's hard to believe. So whenever you find a plate with an original signature like that, and it's numbered 183 over B, and that means that probably there's just, well, it's hard to say, but 183, and then there's a S and the Roman numeral for 20. I don't know what that means. And then it's got a signature Chenol, and I don't think I was able to find this artist, but I purchased this with that other plate, you know, my haunted plate. At the same time, got a really good deal on this one too. And let's check it out. Let's just take a look at the detail, because it's really pretty cool with the lovebirds in all the multiple colors. It's kind of like Majolica. And give me a kiss. Look at those birds. They look like lovebirds. That's just so cool. Great detail, great color. Everything's perfect on this. There's no chips, no paint loss. It's got this, it's got the gold leaf around the rim. And just a great overall charger. Let me put it back on the stand. I feel that my phone is getting a little warm. We'll put it back on the stand. And this one I got a really good deal. I don't know. Let's see. I paid for like $1 for that bell. But this one, I think I paid... I think it was 15, and I think I got it for 10 or something. It was a really pretty good deal. Anyways, that plate probably, with those beautiful colors... I'm going to say that's a $60, $75 plate minimum. And it could probably go over 100, I would say, if you get a couple interested bidders. Just great detail. You can see it there. And that's pretty much it for this week. I haven't been picking that aggressively lately. Been filling my time with other things, making videos, and let's go out to the backyard and we'll have a drink and finish off the live stream. Hold on a second. It's hard to do with one hand here. Okay. Alrighty. Sorry about that. Let me go sit in my favorite spot by the lemon tree. We got the sun going down. Friday night action. Drew in the house. If you guys want to ask me any questions, go right ahead. Tell me where you're from. Let me know what you want to talk about. Just ask away or put your comments in. Thoughts and prayers go out to Florida for that crazy, insane, senseless shooting. Just horrible, people. Very close to where James of the fam lives. near Boca Raton. So, wow, just very heavy feeling from this week. That was Valentine's Day too. That's really terrible. So, yep, probably wrap it up. It's 20 minutes. I showed you 4 items. Now there's a couple, let's see. Yeah, probably a couple $100 there for a very small investment, showing you guys how you can make money at the thrift stores. Goodwill, Salvation Army, small antique stores, yard sales, estate sales. That's what I specialize in. So tell me what you guys like to collect. I collect everything pretty much. If it's good and it's old and it's got quality, I'm on top of that. Well, anyway, I think you guys are probably busy or getting your weekend started, so I'll end the live stream here. Probably a good way to end the live stream, but hit like and subscribe. Go ahead, hit that smash like button, guys. California Pickin 2018, doing some great videos for you. Hit me up on PayPal. Be a Patreon. Be a DrewTubing Patreon. I don't have one yet. Be the first. I don't know. I don't know if that's going to work. Just, what am I doing wrong? I don't know. But anyway, be the first. You could be the first Patreon, and then I'll give you a shout out too, of course. Really appreciate it. But let me know what you guys think of this. Since people are not so quick to donate money or even $1 a month, I don't know what's wrong with people, and I'm not giving you a hard time because I know times are tough, but I'm giving you some great content for 5.5 years now, not charging you a dime. Now we have the super chat. By the way, the super chat is open. If you want to throw me a buck or two on this one, please go right ahead. Anyway, we do a lot of stuff for you guys. You know, there's a lot of time involved, a lot of effort and some money, travel time and all that. So let your YouTubers know that you appreciate it. You tip your waitress, right? Well, you know, my knowledge lasts forever and my videos are there forever. You can go back to them and go to my playlist and, you know, what's that worth? You know, anyway, I don't like to beg, but I'm just asking you. So how about this one? How about if I start doing appraisals? Like, you know, informal appraisals for stuff that you have in your family's history or you're in your closet. Maybe I come on and do an appraisal for $5 or $10 for you, all depending on how in-depth I go. But what would you think of that? Do you think that would be a good way for me to raise a little bit of extra money? Because the more time I spend in this and effort, the less time I spend in other places where I can make real money. And I'm seeing that I do want to do more of this, be more full-time, but I can't do it without the extra funds that will fill in for the other money that I lost. Because you're not going to run away from good money to go and not make anything. So the reality is we all got bills. We all got to stay up on our bills. And I think I'd love to do this more full-time for you guys. But I'm going to need some other source of income. So in lieu of the donations, what do you think about that? Me doing appraisals, online appraisals for you guys, $5 and $10, all depending on how in depth I need to go per item. And maybe I can raise a little money that way. Thumbs up if you agree. Hit that like button if you think that's a good idea. You're getting something for it. It's not just free. You're getting some knowledge for it. And who knows, maybe you're sitting on something that you would have sold at a yard sale for nothing, and I gave you the real information that, no, that's really valuable. How, you know, the $5 or $10 would be well spent then. So anyways, just a thought. I've thought about how to try to make a little bit more money here, because you know, with the demonetization and all the other things and just not making much. So Help me out, guys. Help me figure it out. We can do this together. You know, you're benefiting from all my knowledge of my whole life. I'm spilling it out to you. Normally, you'd have to pay for this or pay for an education. I'm giving it to you and putting it on video forever. So just know that. Anyway, I'm going to finish up here. Thanks for watching, and I appreciate it, and I love you guys. Stay tuned for more California Pickin'. Maybe we'll be out this weekend. I'm probably going to be doing some more. So stay tuned for that. Got some great stuff planned for you. Keep on picking. Cheers now. Have a great Friday night.